Good evening, everybody. David Paul here in the KHOU 11 Weather Center, and we are going to start bringing back humidity. And with temps getting into the mid-90s, we're also going to bring back a chance for a scattered shower. So more moisture coming off the Gulf of Mexico next couple of days, starting tomorrow. We're going to go with a 30% chance for scattered showers Thursday, 20% Friday, 20% Saturday. So nothing over the top. And I really think that what falls it'll be a splash and dash type shower if you even get one of these. So next couple of days, low rain chance and more humidity is reintroduced. We are in the heart of fall allergy season. Ragweed count has been higher every day for the last 4. 85 is as high as we've measured it. That was this morning. Mold is high, grass is moderate, tree is low, but if you're a ragweed sufferer, it's tough on you right now. 93 was the high temp today. That was at Bush Intercontinental Airport. That came at 2:59 this afternoon. 92 is normal. 99 is the record set on this day in 1940. 1940, Bush Intercontinental Airport was not there. The thermometer was closer to downtown. 59 is the record low. That was in 1988. Bush Intercontinental Airport was there in 88, so that was at the same spot. Low this morning here, we had 64. Second day in a row where we bottomed out at 64. It was another delightful morning, but now things are going to start to change with more moisture coming off the Gulf of Mexico. As we look live at Galveston, it is another day where the water has been clear all the way up to the beach. Galveston, you've been showing off like that for the past month. Just wonderful weather in Galveston. With the abundant sunshine we've had today, nothing but sun and light winds, that's the ingredient that can cause higher levels of ground level ozone, especially between the hours of 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock. And that's what we're seeing right now in many neighborhoods. On the north and west side, rush hour, tailpipe emissions getting cooked by the sun, turning into O3. And there's a spot here on the northwest side. So the Houston Heights, you guys in an unhealthy level for the Gen Pop. So if you want to avoid the higher levels of ground level ozone, which can be a lung irritant for some people, delay your run until after about 7 o'clock, and that's when the levels will quickly drop and improve. Outside right now, as we look at Herman Park, beautiful. 91 at Bush, Hobby's 90, Angleton is 87, Brenham is 89, Conroe's 90. East breeze, but if you look at the wind flow, you can see there's a little bit of a southerly component to that east breeze. It's east-southeast, so a little more of a flow off the waters of the Gulf, and that is already beginning to increase the humidity near the coast. These are dew points. Dew points in the 70s. The humidity you can feel. Upper 60s, it's a little uncomfortable. Notice how Hobby at 68, and then the humidity in dew point dropped to 61 for Bush, Conroe 62. Brenham's got a dew point of 55, still very comfortable in Washington County. But this increase in humidity as it comes in will help to trigger this slight rain chance. But for now, most of the inland areas, dew point 60 to 65, which is not too bad at all. It's going to make for a very nice evening across most of southeast Texas. Now the radar, we had one little shower flare up in Chambers County. That was about an hour and a half ago right there. It came and then it went. So that shower's now come to an end, pushing a little outflow boundary near Liberty, but no rain there, just a false echo on the radar. But that's another piece of evidence that the humidity is just beginning to increase. As we hit through the overnight, things are pretty quiet. But notice scattered shower Galveston County and more showers off the coast tomorrow morning. There will be a slight chance for scattered showers across the southern third of the area tomorrow. That's by noon. And then you see a little more in the way of scattered shower activity across our south and western counties. That's the humidity increasing. It's a little deeper humidity south of I-10, closer to the water. And so that's where that 30% chance for a scattered shower tomorrow will most likely take place. Nothing big, nothing severe, but a splash and dash shower tomorrow along and south of I-10 is in the cards. We are at the peak of hurricane season, so we're halfway through. Although it's been relatively quiet for we here in Texas, the second half of the season, we don't know how it's going to play out. So we'll take it day by day. We'll continue to take it day by day. Sea surface temperatures still in the upper 80s in the Gulf, upper to mid 80s across the Caribbean. Anything at 80 or above, you've checked the box for potential development. The water's warm enough to support tropical development, even out in the main development zone. There are a couple of tropical waves out there. Notice nothing in the Caribbean or the Gulf. Tropical wave here north of South America, another wave here west of the Cape Verde Islands. Neither wave showing much in the way of development. There's another piece of energy coming off the west coast of Africa. That's going to bring some dust with it, but it's also one that could have development signs, says the Hurricane Center, over the next 7 days. So what they've done is they haven't marked a wave, and they're looking at this spot that's just about to emerge off the west coast of Africa. That will cruise along here, and once it gets in this spot in a few days, somewhere in here we could see development as that wave slowly moves west. 20% chance. Again, this is thousands of miles away from the United States and Texas, so nothing for us to be overly concerned about right now. Computer models on this, the American model does not pick up on it. The Euro does eventually form that wave, but it takes a long time to do so. It has a storm of one strength or another north and east of the islands as we head into Saturday, September 20th. So that is a long way out. It's 10 days out. We got plenty of time to watch that. It also does not show anything developing in the Gulf or the Carib. But again, things can change overnight this time of the year, so we do take it one day at a time. A little longer outlook. Look at the United States. If you remember, as we went into August, we had a couple of cold fronts that gave the middle part of the country and the East Coast temps that were well below normal for several weeks. September 16th through 20th, NOAA's outlook has almost the entire United States with temps running at or above normal, and that is where we will fall, with temps at or above normal as we head through the middle and get into the latter part of September. And then rainfall looks a little bit below normal for Houston, a little bit above normal for the Rocky Mountains and the High Plains. The breadbasket of the United States getting some rain, but we get lower rain chances the 16th through the 20th. Okay, Thursday, 10% chance for rain in the morning. Again, if it rains, it's probably near the coast. 20% rain chance by noon, 30% chance for a scattered shower along or south of I-10. High temp going to 93, a little more humidity tomorrow. The extended forecast, there's 30% rain chance Thursday, 20% on Friday, 20% Saturday, and Sunday will back off on rain chances, but things stay humid. Notice how low temps set low 70s and then into the mid 70s by Sunday. That will be when we get back to summer-like humidity. I'm not a fan of this type of hot weather going into September. We've got football going on. We've got high school football going on. It ought to be cool, but it always takes a little longer here in Houston to finally cool off. And quite honestly, if you're new to Houston, it's usually right around Halloween, October 31st, the day or two before or a day or two after that we get our first real noticeable cold front in here. So we've got more summer coming for the next several days. That's where we stand on this Wednesday evening. Have a nice evening, everybody.